It's funny, I shot a few minutes of video way back there and I forgot to turn my Sena headset on, even forgot to turn the back of the Sena pack to on, so I forgot to turn everything on. So I got a couple minutes of video with no sound whatsoever. Oh boy. Anyway, just heading up 195 north, about 8 miles south of Killeen. I don't know why I'm heading up here, just for a ride, I guess. It cooled off. Can't ride during the day, it's too hot. I think it was 96 today. And there's no clouds, so it gets really hot. So I guess I don't ride during the day in the summer. I think the best riding time in Texas is spring, winter, fall. I love riding in the winter because it's, you know, you just wear jacket, pants, and it's comfortable. Summer is a little bit too warm. Anyway, let's turn something back on if I run into anything interesting. Coming into Killeen, Texas, Fort Hood is here. If I kept going straight, I'd run right into Fort Hood. I couldn't even turn around. You just go right into it. Big, huge, I think it's Army Air Force or Army base here. I mean, a big one. Fort Hood pretty much populates this entire town. But I'm not going to go straight. I'm going to get on, I think this is 190. Get on 190 and head over towards Interstate. Belton. I just thought of something to talk about. I bought my sons, they're what, 26 and 23 now, but we bought them brand new cars. I guess it was for their college graduation, but it ended up having to get it way before they graduated just because they were driving all my old cars and they didn't last forever. But anyway, my youngest son's got a 2013 Hyundai Genesis Coupe. And the power steering fluid completely drained out of it. And we went and bought a can of $25 fluid because it takes a special fluid. And we put it in and it just dripped right out on the driveway. So I told him it was probably okay to drive it back home and then make an appointment to the dealership to get it fixed. It should be under warranty. It's got 26,000 miles and it's a 2013. Takes it to the dealerships. They said, no, this is not under warranty. The hose clamps are off of the power steering fluid, so he did it. That car's never been worked on, but it was his fault. He did it. And they told him they'd have to replace the power steering pump and all the hoses, and it was going to be $850. He's the 23-year-old. So I thought that was crazy. I actually called it Hyundai, and they said that they actually have to trust their technicians at the dealerships. And I said, well, that's bullshit. And I got all pissed off at them, and I hung up on them. Well, we took it to our trusted mechanic that we've used in San Marcos over the years, and he fixed it. All he did, he says it was a warranty defect. It wasn't the input hose, because that would have blown off right away. It was the return hose. He says you could tell exactly that they did not put that on completely at the factory, and it took 2 years for it to come off. And all he did was put the hose back on where it was supposed to be, all the way on filled it up for a power steering fluid, and it cost $113 versus $850 from Roger Beasley Hyundai in New Braunfels, Texas. And boy, needless to say, did I get online and rip them a new one on a review, and called Hyundai and told them everything, and then they finally said, well, yeah, we probably need to talk to them then. But you know, nothing's ever going to come of it. They're not going to do a damn thing. The dealership called us because I ripped them. I put dishonest, and you know what they were going to do. And they talked to my wife because she didn't want me to talk to them because I'd have just let out on them. But I told them I'll never buy another Hyundai, ever. The 5-year, 60,000 mile bumper to bumper is bullshit. They do not honor their warranties. It's against manufacturing defects. So don't ever waste your time purchasing an extended warranty where it doesn't do shit, even when they don't do the regular warranty on the car. And then my son's got he's got a 2011, I got him a Kia Forte coupe. I got the same car, but mine's a year older. But anyway, his kept blowing tail lights, and he's a procrastinator, so he hasn't done it in a long time. But they wouldn't honor that warranty either because they said it wasn't the stock bulb. And he has a fin on the back that bought it at the dealership, came off the truck with a fairing on the back, and they said, no, that was an aftermarket. We're not going to honor it because a light fell out of that too. So I guess I'm done buying Kias and Hyundais, and you know, I have my wife's Cadillac and had a recall. Geez, they fixed that with no problem. Gave her a brand new loaner. But anyway, I just anybody buying extended warranties on your vehicles, you're just throwing your money away, especially because these dealerships won't even honor the original warranty. So even when it's, and we gave them our mechanic's phone number and everything to call them and say, yeah, that thing is actually under warranty, but nothing will happen. They'll just let it go. And when I posted that negative review, it never made it to the website. They have control over that, so he never, of course, that never made it. Only the good stuff people post on there make it. So I'll find other sites to rip them on there, because we've been ripped off quite a few times on auto mechanics. I had my old Eclipse that I gave to my oldest son while he was going to college, and it had an air conditioning issue. So they told me I paid thousands of dollars for a new air conditioning, the compressor, and just the whole new unit. And I drove it for a day, and it still didn't work. I looked underneath where the compressor was. It was the old compressor. They never replaced it. So they charged me for it. What these companies do, they'll charge you for work they never do. So if you're not savvy, you're going to get ripped off. And so I actually, that was my first wake-up call. And then, of course, I took it there the next day, and they did have to finally replace the compressor and the air conditioner. But they did it originally. They said they'd replace it, but they didn't. Anyway, if you can find a trusted mechanic, boy, you're in good shape to get your cars repaired and not get ripped off. I mean, we've been ripped off so many times that I trust this guy in San Marcos now, because, you know, he's done quite a bit of work on my older cars when my boys were down there, that, you know, fair prices too. They're not, outrageous prices, you know. So, and I used to have a guy local that we used, but they kind of went away, so that's gone. So our cars are fairly new, but if I ever have to use them, I got to find another trusted mechanic. But anyway, enough of that. Just buyers beware. Buying extended warranties, beware. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye. Well, this is something I very rarely ever do, is jump on the interstate again. I'm in Killeen, just headed north towards Temple a little bit. I don't know how much farther I'll go before I actually turn around, but still pretty nice out. What's going on there? God, I don't know how anybody rides with their shields down in this temperatures. There's just no air getting underneath my helmet at all. I'll suffocate underneath here. I don't even have a chin curtain. It's just this windshield. There's no air gets underneath. I'm going to pop it up, see if you can still hear me. There, I don't know. Hopefully you can still hear me. Put the mic closer to my mouth. I just can't ride with my shield down. It drives me crazy. My face sweats. Put my sunglasses on because I was heading into the sun. Now it's getting later. I gotta take them off. Guess I don't have anything else to say. Okay, here's a big reason why I never ride 35. Look at most of the highway is just like this. And when you get trucks bumper to bumper, cars bumper to bumper, it can get pretty hairy. I'll turn around up here. If I've ever been off a 35 in the temple, but looks like a downtown. I had no clue. Unless I came up on another way on 95. Kind of cool. I didn't realize there was a downtown. I guess every town has a downtown, huh? Yeah, maybe I've been down here before, I don't know. If this is 95. This is cool. They got some of these old historic, great big old homes. I like those. Those are cool. Yep, looks like I'm hitting a dead end. Hopefully there's a road up here. I can turn left, get back to the main road. Oh wow, what's this little old high school field? I don't know what that is. Old middle school? It's not the high school. Look at that, 239 at HEB, awesome. Horny-toed Harley-Davidson. I'm on Interstate 35 heading south. This is pretty good. It's 3 lanes each way, but it'll stop up here and become construction again. whole lot of traffic, so that's good. Of course, it is 8:45. Watch these interstates when the weather gets really hot. These semis blow their retreads and there's road debris everywhere. Not too much right here, but you'll see them. Well, you've seen them. Boy, you don't want to hit those in a car, let alone a motorcycle. It'll tear up your car and it'll probably kill you on a motorcycle. I think those retreads should be against the law. They don't hold. They just create road debris. Here we go. Here's why this place is a mess. It's a major truck route, and it's not too bad right now, but normally this will be nothing but bumper to bumper trucks. See quite a few of them up ahead of me, and I passed several of them, but that's why this is not, I mean, at least we got 3 lanes here, so that's not too bad. But you get back in that construction area where it's 2 lanes and then the wall right next to that white line, it can be a mess. That's not too bad, just got to watch out for those retread debris. Hopefully my voice is coming through. Oh, there's one of those asphalt lumps. I don't know why they're all over the road, but they're big old lumps of asphalt. You hit them with your front tire, it feels like you hit a rock. I see a lot of traffic going this way. I always like to leave a lot of room. Cars ahead of me, if there's debris and I get too close to them, I'm not going to see it and I'm going to hit it. So I like to leave a lot of room. More than this, actually. Anyway, nice night. It is 86, well, it's been 86 since 7:30 and it's 9 o'clock now. It dropped 10 degrees today at even 7:30, which is kind of nice. Normally it's still in the 90s. So I think the humidity's a little less. Haven't hit any triple digits yet, and it's already mid-July, so that's pretty cool. Kind of nice to get on the, I like getting on the highways. Not so much this highway, but I just like getting on the highway and cruising. It's just kind of fun to me. You know, drop that shield. I'm ready to take another trip. Maybe if it cools off a little bit, I'll see if my wife wants to go up to Paladura Canyon, just south of Amarillo. It's like it's supposed to be a really cool canyon, like they call it the miniature Grand Canyon. It's really kind of cool. I went up there, oh gosh, it's been a couple of years. I had to go up to the Panhandle to do a photo shoot, and you'd be driving, it's just flat as could be, and all of a sudden, boom, you drop into a huge canyon. And it's cut by rivers, which is really so cool. I think it's a Canadian river that goes up through there. And over the, I don't know how many millions of thousands of years, it cut canyons. Just like the Grand Canyon is cut by a river. You know, those canyons up there are cut by rivers too. It's really pretty though, but you're driving for hundreds of miles like in New Mexico, well, just nothing. Hundreds of miles. There are not even any trees up there because it's all farmland. So you can look 50 miles that way, see nothing. 50 miles that way, see nothing. 50 miles